Shabbat shalom, Mark Anthony. Yeah, Shabbat shalom, brother. Shabbat Shalom, Jay Freezy. Shabbat Shalom, Andrea, Israel, pray the money, yeah. Shalom, Shalom, Jewel Gladly. Okay. Yes, I'm good. Most High, yeah. Just about another minute. No, 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 10 minutes. Shabbat Shalom, King Samuel. Shabbat Shalom, Kevin Houston. Pray the mighty, yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, we going to start.
Wisdom. Wisdom. When will my people understand that the same people who stole us, who brought us over here on ships in chains, beat us, killed us, sold our children without our permission, and worst of all, raped our women, hanged and mentally tortured millions to this day? The same people gave us their religion, Christianity, the New Testament. Paul said, do it this way, forget the law, it meaneth nothing, for Christ done away it. Now common sense tells you, you can't trust what this heathen tells you about Jesus or ALLAH or BUDDHA, etc. If he says go left, you better think and go right. Brother, sister, open your eyes, O sleeping Yahako. Brother, sister, we gotta wake up our brothers and sisters who don't know who they are and the power of Elohim, and that's wisdom. When will my people understand that the same people who stole us, who brought us over here on ships and chains, beat us, killed us, sold our children without our permission, and worst of all, rape our women, hanged and mentally tortured millions to this day. The same people gave us their religion, Christianity, the New Testament. Paul said, do it this way, forget the law, it meaneth nothing, for Christ done away it. Now common sense tells you, you can't trust what this heathen tells you about JSUS or ALLAH or BUDDHA, etc. If he says go left, you better think and go right. Brother, sister, open your eyes, oh sleeping Yahweh. Brother, sister, we got to open our brothers and sisters' eyes who don't know who they are and the power of Elohim, and that's wisdom. 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 And that's wisdom. Wisdom.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahuda ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, I'm going to talk about knowledge. Now, knowledge comes from Yah. And when you get knowledge, you ain't supposed to forget it. And if you knowledge and wise, but you can't be tricked. It's hard to fool and trick a wise man, a man with knowledge. And I'm going to prove beyond a shadow of doubt on through this book about how knowledge separates you from everybody else. Because a lot of, like I said, our people been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. And the Almighty handpicked his people, just like he picked Moses over Aaron, he picked King David over his other brothers, and certain people in this world that's popping corn and telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and they ain't gonna sugarcoat it for nobody. So I'm gonna get on down in this book, and we're gonna talk about knowledge all day. First of all, I want to start off, and I forget. Let's look up the word knowledge.
Knowledge, clear understanding of truth.
Hold it. Knowledge is clear understanding of truth,
Fact,
etc.
Something gained and kept in the mind. Learning as a wide knowledge of history.
Learning a wide knowledge of history. Okay. And this is our history that we learning about today. Because this is history that I'm talking about. So I'm going to start off in Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 1. Let's see. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 1. Let me start at 30th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 30. Yahweh your Elohim which goeth before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes, and in the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that Yahweh thy Elohim bare thee, as a man doeth bear his son, and all the way that ye went, until ye came into this place. Yet in this thing ye did not believe Yahweh your Elohim.
After everything that the Most High Yah showed the people, the children of Israel in Egypt, they still didn't have no faith, and they still didn't have no knowledge of Yah. After he done showed them that, read.
Who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in, and fire by night to show you by what way you should go, and a cloud by day. And Yahweh heard the voice of your words and was wroth and swear.
Yahweh was mad at us, our people, for talking slick out their mouth.
Surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land.
Yahweh saying none of these evil men gonna see the good land,
which I swear to give unto your fathers. Say Caleb the son of Jephunneh.
The only person gonna be saved was Caleb.
He shall see it, and to him will I give the land that he have trodden upon, and to his children, because he hath wholly followed Yahweh.
Because when you wholly follow Yahweh, that's knowledge. That's knowledge. See, when you get knowledge, you're gonna know the difference between right and wrong, good and evil, and wickedness and righteousness. You're gonna know the difference. You can't be fooled when you got knowledge. Read.
Also Yahweh was angry with me for your sakes, saying, Thou also shalt not go in thither. But Joshua the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in thither.
So, but one or two people going to the land, because everybody else was destroyed, because they was hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious, and didn't have no knowledge of Yah. And it was only Caleb and Joshua that went to the land, and the children. Read.
Encourage him, for he shall cause Israel to inherit it. Moreover, your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil.
See, they didn't have no knowledge between good and evil. And that's what I'm trying to teach our people today. the knowledge between good and evil, what's right and what's wrong. The New Testament is wrong. The Quran is wrong. The Hadith is wrong. All them other books is wrong. This is the only book right. And you get your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yah out of this book. Read.
They shall go in thither, and unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it.
So he gonna start off with the babies, and Caleb and Joshua was the only ones that made it to the land.
But as for you, turn you, and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. Then ye answered and said unto me, We have sinned against Yahweh. We will go up and fight, according to all that Yahweh our Elohim commanded us. And when ye had girded on every man his weapons of war, ye were ready to go up into the hill. And Yahweh said unto me, Say unto them, Go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you, lest ye be smitten before your enemies.
I don't care what kind of fight or battle you fight. If Yahweh ain't with you, you're gonna lose. Yahweh had to be with you in order for you to win the fight.
So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebelled against the commandment of Yahweh.
Every time the Most High tells us to keep His laws and statutes, judgment, commandments, the mother books say you don't do it. The mother books say don't do it. Read.
And went presumptuously up into the hill.
Okay, that's all I think I need. Okay, let's go to 1 Samuel. First Samuel chapter 2. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 2, start the first verse.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. And Hannah prayed and said, My heart rejoiceth in Yahweh.
I have fun serving Yah.
My horn is exalted in Yahweh.
I ain't thinking about nobody but Yah.
My mouth is enlarged over my enemies.
I talk about Yahweh around my enemies.
Because I rejoice in thy salvation.
And Yahweh is the only one can give you salvation.
There is none holy as Yahweh.
Ain't nobody on the planet or off the planet or around the planet holy as Yah.
For there is none beside thee.
Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't no Quran, no Hadith, no New Testament, no Apocrypha. Ain't none of them. Read.
Neither is there any rock like our Elohim.
Ain't nobody in the world got a God like we got.
Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Don't be arrogant. When somebody trying to tell you the truth, you don't want to hear you arrogant.
For Yahweh is the Elohim of knowledge.
Yahweh is the Elohim of knowledge. That's where knowledge comes from. Yah. Read.
And by him actions are weighed.
And by your actions are weighed.
The bows of the bows of the mighty men are broken.
That's right.
And they that stumble are girded with strength. They that were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry ceased, so that the barren have borne 7, and she that hath many children is waxed feeble.
And wax weak. Read.
Yahweh killeth.
Yahweh kill it.
And make it alive.
And he woke you up this morning. He'll make you alive.
He bring it down to the grave.
He'll put you in the graveyard.
And bring it up.
He the one can bring you up out the graveyard. Can't nobody else do that but Yah. Read.
Yahweh maketh poor.
If you ain't got no money, if you ain't got a quarter, the Almighty make the poor.
And maketh rich.
And he made Donald Trump rich, and he made Oprah rich.
He bring it low.
He bringing the low.
And lift it up.
He'll take a nobody and make him somebody. Read.
He raised up the poor out of the dust.
He take a poor man and make him rich, make him powerful, like he did King David. King David was the youngest and on the floor, and he made a king at him.
And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
And the man that ain't got a dime one day, he ain't got a dime the next day, he rich.
To set them upon princes, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
Make them inherit the throne of glory. Read.
For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh's.
Everything belongs to Yah.
And he have set the world upon them.
He has set the world. He designed the world the way it is.
He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent. in darkness.
That's right. He gonna bust the wicked head, and he gonna love the saints.
For by strength shall no man prevail. The adversaries of Yahweh shall be broken to pieces.
Now, who are the adversaries of Yahweh? The adversaries of Yahweh is the Christians, the Muslims, the Kemet, the Egyptologists, the Messianics. All them is Yahweh adversary. He got a bunch of. Read that again.
The adversaries of Yahweh shall be broken to pieces.
Gonna bust your head, Christian, Muslim, or anybody that think any other kind of way. If you ain't following Yah in his commandments, you his adversary. Read.
Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them.
He gonna thunder up on. He gonna use his weather to kill y'all.
Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth.
He gonna judge everybody.
And he shall give strength unto his king.
He gonna give strength to the king, the righteous.
And exalt the horn of his anointed.
And y'all already know what exalted anointed is King David. Okay, now let's go to 2 Chronicles. Second Chronicles. Okay, 2 Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 7. Start at the 7th verse. Yeah.
2 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 7. And that night did Elohim appear unto Solomon.
At night he appeared to Solomon.
And said unto him, Ask what I shall give thee.
What do you want, Solomon?
And Solomon said unto Elohim.
And Solomon said to Elohim,
Thou hast showed great mercy unto David my father, and hast made me to reign in his stead. Now, O Yahweh Elohim, let thy promise unto David my father be established, for thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude.
Yahweh made King Solomon the king, because after his daddy David died, Solomon took over, and the Most High made Solomon king over the people.
Give me now wisdom and knowledge.
That's what King Solomon say. Give me wisdom and knowledge,
that I may go out and come in before this people.
Because he wanted to know how to address the people, how to teach right from wrong, good from bad. He wanted to know. That's when he needed this knowledge, because he wanted to show the people to Yah, teach the people to Yah. Read.
For who can judge this thy people that is so great? And Elohim said to Solomon.
And this what Yahweh told Solomon. What verse you at?
11.
Okay.
Because this was in thine heart.
Because this all you wanted was knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in your heart, Solomon. This because what? Read.
And thou hast not as riches.
You didn't ask for no money. You didn't pray for no money. You prayed for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But I'm gonna give you this because you didn't pray for it. Read.
Wealth or honor.
You didn't ask for none of that. You didn't ask for no money, no wealth, no honor. What else? Read.
Nor the life of thy enemies.
You didn't pray to want your enemies to be dead.
Neither yet has asked long life.
You didn't ask for a long life. You didn't ask for none of that. Now King Solomon was wise.
But has asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself.
That's what you're supposed to be praying for. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You ain't supposed to be praying for no money, no wealth, no this, no that. Ain't nothing more important than this. This is what you pray for. Read.
That thou mayest judge my people.
He said this prayer because he wanted to know how to judge his people from right from wrong.
Over whom I have made thee king. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee.
Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto King Solomon.
And I will give thee riches.
Because you only wanted this. I'm going to give you riches. King Solomon was the richest man that ever lived.
And wealth.
He had everything. He didn't need nothing.
And honor.
And honor. And everybody honored King Solomon. Read.
Such as none of the kings have had that have been before thee.
Ain't nobody going to be before King Solomon like he was.
Neither shall there any after thee have the like.
Ain't nobody going to never be like King Solomon. I don't care how much money Donald Trump, Oprah, and everybody in America got money. The open air in Iraq and Iran, they got everything, but they ain't had it like King Solomon. King Solomon had it. That's what you call a bad man and rich. That mean the Yahweh say ain't gonna be nobody like him before, and ain't nobody coming after him and to be like him. Okay, that's all. I think that's all. Let me see. Yeah, that was it. Okay, let's go to Second Chronicle. Second Chronicle. Let's go to 30. Let me try 30. I'm gonna show y'all how very important knowledge is. Knowledge is power and it's important. Okay, 30 and okay, go to 30, Second Chronicle 30 and 22.
Second Chronicles chapter 30, verse 22. And Hezekiah spake comfortably unto all the Levites that taught the good knowledge of Yahweh.
Taught the good knowledge of Yah. That's what I'm teaching today. The good knowledge of Yahweh. They talking about I'm this and I'm that. I'm teaching the good knowledge of Yah. Read it again.
And Hezekiah spake comfortably unto all the Levites that taught the good knowledge of Yahweh.
The good knowledge of Yahweh. Read.
And they did eat throughout the feast days. And they did eat throughout the feast 7 days, offering peace offerings and making confession to Yahweh Elohim of their fathers.
That's right. That's all I needed. Now go to Nehemiah. I'm teaching the good knowledge of Yah. Okay, 9. Okay, yeah. Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 28. Yeah, verse 28.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 28. And the rest of the people, the priests, the Levites, the porters, the singers, the Nethinims, and all they that had separated themselves from the people of the lands unto the law of Elohim, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, every one having knowledge and having understanding.
They're having knowledge and understanding. Read.
They clave to their brethren, their nobles, and enter into a curse and into an oath to walk in Elohim's law, which was given by Moses, the servant of Elohim, and to observe and do all the commandments of Yahweh or Elohim, and his judgment and his statutes.
That's when you get knowledge, right there. When you keep all the laws and statutes and judgment commandment, that's where it comes from. Read.
And that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land.
We ain't gonna integrate. We ain't gonna be no black and white, no black and Chinese, no black and Puerto Rican. It ain't gonna be integrating.
Nor take their daughters for our sons.
And we ain't gonna be studying their daughters either.
And if the people of the land bring ware or victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
Hold it right there. If these people bring in stuff on the Sabbath day to sell, what you ain't supposed to do, this is knowledge now. I'm giving you knowledge what you're supposed to do and what you ain't supposed to do. You ain't supposed to be integrating. You ain't supposed to be read that 31 again.
And if the people of the land bring ware or victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
If they do this, if they bring rituals on the Sabbath day to sell.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
Because you ain't supposed to buy, sell, or trade on the Sabbath day. You ain't got no business buying none, selling none, or trading none on the Sabbath day. That's what this talking about. That's knowledge. That's what knowledge come in at. Read.
Or on the holy day.
Or on this holy day. Right now today is this holy day.
And that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt. Also we may...
Okay, that's all I needed. In other words, there's knowledge not to do it. When you got knowledge, you ain't going to do it. But when you dumb as a box of rocks, you going to do it because you ain't got no knowledge. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to give it to you in the raw. Let's go to Job 21. Mm-hmm. Job 21, verse 14.
Job chapter 21, verse 14. Therefore they say unto Elohim.
They say unto Elohim.
Depart from us.
They ain't studying.
For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
We don't want no knowledge. We don't want to hear nothing what y'all got to say. I don't care if he did send Yahudah, Moses, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and all the other Hebrew brothers and sisters on this YouTube that's popping corn and telling the truth. These people don't want to hear it. Read it again.
Therefore they said unto Elohim,
They say unto Elohim,
depart from us,
get away from us, Elohim.
for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
We don't want to know nothing about you. We hate the commandments. We hate you. We hate your laws. We hate your statutes. We hate your precept. We hate your judgment. That's what the people say today. Read.
What is the Almighty,
Who is the Almighty?
that we should serve him?
That we gonna serve Yah. That was the arrogant people saying today. Who is Yah and who we ain't studying? Read.
And what profit should we have
And what we gonna profit for serving him?
if we pray unto him?
If we pray unto him. These boastful people, these people hate Yah. The book just said it. They hate Yah. Now that's corn right there.
Lo,
Let's go skip on down to 22.
verse 22. Shall any teach Elohim knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are high?
He judges everybody. That's right. These people don't want no knowledge. Job 37. These people want to do what they want to do in this world. I'm doing me. I make $30,000. I make $30 an hour. You can't tell me nothing. You still a fool. I don't care how much money you making. You still a fool. It ain't about how much you making. It's about how much work you putting in for Yah. That's what count. Not how much money you make. How many women you got, how many houses and cars you got, how much this and that you got. It's all about Yah, fool. Because he'll take it all away from you. You got it today, tomorrow you won't have a dime. Job 37 and, let me see. Okay, Job 37 and 16.
Job chapter 37, verse 16. Dost thou know the balancings of the clouds,
Do you know the balancing of the clouds?
the wondrous works of him which is perfect in knowledge?
Which Yahweh is perfect in knowledge. That's right, he perfect in knowledge. That's what the book said. Okay, let's go to Psalm 73. Psalm 73 and 11.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 11. And they say, how doth Elohim know?
How do we know?
And is there knowledge in the Most High?
That's where all the knowledge come from. Is it in the? Is everything come from him? Yes, that's right. All the knowledge is in him. Now, Psalm 94. And 94. Start the first verse.
Psalm chapter 94, verse 1. O Yahweh Elohim, to whom vengeance belongeth.
Vengeance belong to Yah.
O Elohim, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph?
How long the wicked gonna be running the world, running the earth?
How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
They be arrogant.
And all the wonders of iniquity boast themselves.
Y'all, the wicked be bragging.
And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh.
They misuse the righteous.
And afflict thy heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, Yahweh shall not see.
Think Yahweh ain't looking at you and seeing what you're doing, you a lie.
Neither shall the Elohim of Jacob regard it. Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise?
When you gonna be wise, fool? The book calling you a fool because you ain't got no knowledge in Yah. That's when you're a fool.
He that planteth the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? He that chastiseth the heathen, shall not he correct?
Chastise me, correct the heathen, shall he not be correct?
He that teacheth men knowledge, shall not he know?
And a person like me that's teaching knowledge, you should know, because I'm coming direct from the book. I'm not adding to it, and I'm not taking away, and these ain't my words, and I didn't write a word in this book. These words was here before I got here. So don't get mad at me. When you get mad at me popping corn, you get mad at y'all on the low. That's right. You ain't mad. You mad at me and y'all, because I'm saying what the book's saying. Read, I think. Let me see. Keep reading.
Yahweh knoweth the thoughts of man.
He know the thoughts of a man. He know when you faking and when you for real. He know your thoughts. You can fool me, but you can't fool y'all.
That they are vanity.
That ain't about, you ain't about nothing. Vanity mean no value. You ain't worth 2 dead flies.
Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh, and teachest him out of thy law.
Teaching them out of the law. That's what knowledge comes when you teach them out of the law. That's all I've been doing, is teaching out of the law.
That thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. For Yahweh will not cast off his people.
Yahweh ain't gonna get rid of his people.
Neither will he forsake his inheritance.
And he ain't gonna forget about his inheritance.
But judgment shall return unto righteousness.
Judgment gonna return unto the righteous.
And all the upright in heart shall follow it.
They're gonna follow it. That's right. Okay. Let's go to Psalm 119. Psalm 119 and 66.
Psalm chapter 119, verse 66. Teach me good judgment and knowledge.
That's what you're supposed to be saying. Teach me good judgment and knowledge. And that's what I'm trying to do. No, it ain't what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm doing. Read it again.
Teach me good judgment and knowledge.
That's right.
For I have believed thy commandments.
And that's right. You're supposed to believe in the commandment, because the commandments ain't in no other book. The commandments is not in no other book. They only in this book. Okay. Yeah, that's all I needed with that. Okay, go to Psalm 139. I'm teaching good judgment and knowledge. Supposed to be glad that Yahweh got somebody on earth still popping corn, telling the truth, ain't sugarcoating it, ain't watering it down, ain't telling you what you want to hear. Yeah, I'm going to hurt your feelings because you've been taught the wrong way. I'm going to keep on hurting your soul and your feelings, and you're going to keep getting mad at me, and I'm going to keep barbecuing and roasting too. It's up 139. Okay, let's see what I want. Start the first verse.
Psalm chapter 139, verse 1. O Yahweh, thou hast searched me and known me.
Yahweh searched me and know you. He know everybody, and he search everybody.
Thou knowest my downsitting and my uprising.
He know everything about you.
Thou understandest my thought afar off.
Almighty know what you thinking at all times.
Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways.
Acquainted with all your ways.
For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Yahweh, thou knowest it altogether.
Yahweh know everything.
Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thy hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me.
Knowledge is too wonderful for some people.
It is high. I cannot attain unto it.
Hey, read what attain means. Let me see. Let me see. Obtain. Okay, read attain.
Attain, to gain, to achieve, to attain one's ambition, to arrive at, to reach the top of the mountain.
Okay, so in other words, read that again. Phil.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, in the book.
Thou hast beset me behind.
No, what did attain at?
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it.
A lot of people ain't gonna get it. Ain't gonna understand. Ain't gonna get the knowledge. Because it ain't for everybody. Okay, that's all I needed. But the truth ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna be able to understand this book. When anytime you believe in the New Testament, you ain't paying. You ain't got that yet. Okay, well, was Psalm 160, 119, Psalm 139?
Yeah.
Okay, go to Proverbs. Okay, start at Proverbs 1:1.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to receive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity.
You're supposed to receive. That's right. You're supposed to receive it.
To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear.
A wise man will listen to what I'm saying. A wise man will listen to a Torah-based man. Anybody that's only talking about a wise man. That's what make you read and will hear.
And will increase learning.
He'll take notes and increase his learning. Because you have to take notes and go over 4 or 5 times and read, study, pray, read, study, pray, and look up them words. Read.
And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
A wise counsel.
To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But a fool hate this book because he always trying to tell you about a Hadith, a Quran, a New Testament, or Apocrypha, or Talmud. They always trying to tell you about another book. Read that again.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
It's the beginning of knowledge.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But a fool hate this book.
My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother.
That's right. Read.
For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
If a sinner tell you let's go break in a house or break in a bank or go steal or take some, you don't do it. Read.
If they say, come with us, let us lie wait for blood.
Come on, let's go kill somebody.
Let us look privately for the innocent without cause.
Go rob this man and kill him without a cause, for no reason.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
We're going to rob this man. We're going to take everything he got and go put it in our house.
Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them.
Don't go with them. Don't walk in the way of these evil people. Don't want to break in somebody's house, want to kill somebody, want to do something evil to somebody. Don't do what these people do. That's knowledge. Read.
Refrain thy foot from their path.
Get away from them.
For their feet run to evil.
They run to evil. These people ain't no right. These people ain't no good in this world. They're evil.
And make haste to shed blood.
And can't wait to kill somebody for his gym shoes, his chain on his neck, or his car, or his watch, his wallet.
Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They look privately for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain.
Everybody that want to be rich gonna steal and gonna lie and gonna take. That's what the wicked do. They steal, they lie, and they take. Read.
Which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
Take away the life of the owner. Want to kill that man for his woman, or for his house, or for his car, or for his dope, or for his money, or for anything. Read.
Wisdom crieth without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse.
What verse you at?
21.
Okay.
And the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And a fool hate this book. A fool hate knowledge. What I'm saying, a fool can't stand it. He mad like a dog right now because I'm popping corn and telling the truth. The truth hurt. They don't want no parts of me. Read.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused.
I called and you refused. You don't want to hear nothing about Yah.
I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
I stretched out my hand begging you to come to me and ain't nobody studying Yah.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
You don't want no parts of Yah, but watch this. Read.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
Almighty Yah, so I'm going to laugh when you're having a hard time and a bad time, when you get shot and stabbed and run over by a car. Anything, truth on your house, God might laugh at you. Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
I'm laughing at you when you're scared.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
When bad times come, hard times come, read.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
When you in distress and anguish come on you,
then shall they call upon me.
Then you going to call upon Yah, and he ain't going to be studying you. Read.
But I will not answer.
I ain't studying you. Right, that's what the book said. The book said he ain't going to answer you because you're an evil, wicked, rotten, dirty dog. Read.
They shall seek me early.
You seek early. Seek him early.
But they shall not find
and
me.
You ain't going to find him because why? You done did all that rotten, wicked, and dirty stuff and the Almighty ain't studying you.
For that they hated knowledge.
You hate knowledge. And I'm popping corn, y'all. They hate this. They hate me. They hate the book. And they hate Yah.
And did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
You didn't choose the fear of Yah, because if you choose the fear of Yah, you're going to be keeping his commandments, laws, statutes, precepts, judgment, and commandments. And they ain't going to be talking about no New Testament, no Quran, no Hadith, no Noble Drew Ali, and them other books, Egyptologists, and all them other clowns. You ain't going to be talking about none of that. That's all I needed, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's all. Okay, what was that? Proverbs what? 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Proverbs 2. Let's do 1. Proverbs 2 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee.
Put the commandments up with you. That's what all Yahweh, that's knowledge when you serve Yah and keep his commandments. Read it again.
My son, if thou wilt receive my words.
If you receive Yahweh words.
And hide my commandments with thee.
Put the commandments with you.
So that thou incline thy ear unto wisdom.
Incline your ear to wisdom.
And applying thine heart to understanding.
Understanding.
Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver.
If you look for knowledge like you look for a job, a woman, some gold, a car, a house, your wallet. If you look for knowledge like you look for everything else, read.
And searches for her as for hid treasures.
Like you look for $1 million, everybody want to be rich, want to play lottery.
Then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh.
Then you go just like you look for everything else, and if you look for knowledge like you look for everything else, then you go understand Yah.
And find the knowledge of Elohim.
Then you gonna find out ain't no such thing as a New Testament, a Quran, a Hadith, a Noble Drew Ali, a Muhammad, a church, a cross, a baptism, a pork chop, a holiday, Thanksgiving. You gonna know that you gonna have knowledge not to fool with that junk. Read.
For Yahweh giveth wisdom.
What? Yahweh the only one can give it to you, baby. Not me. He gave it to me. Read.
Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
Out of the word of Yah's mouth cometh wisdom and knowledge and understanding. There it is right there. Out of Yahweh's mouth. And I'm saying what the book's saying. So how you going to be mad at me? You got to be a retarded fool. What was that? 1 through 6. That's all I need. Okay, go to Proverbs 8. Let's see. Proverbs 8, start the 6th verse.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things.
Everything come out of my mouth gonna be right things.
For my mouth shall speak truth.
My mouth speaking truth.
And wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
And wickedness is abomination to my lips.
All the words of my mouth are in righteousness.
Everything coming out my mouth is in righteousness. I'm popping corn and talking about Yah.
There is nothing forward or perverse in them.
Ain't no lying, perpetrating the fraud and phonies coming out my mouth on the Sabbath day. Read.
They are all plain to him that understandeth.
Everything that I'm saying is plain and understandable. I ain't speaking no Japanese, no Chinese, no Russian when y'all can't understand. I'm speaking the same language you speak in English.
And write to them that find knowledge.
And write to the people that find knowledge. Because the only way you're going to find knowledge is through Yahweh and no other book. Read.
Receive my instructions.
Receive Yahweh instructions.
And not silver.
And don't be worried about no money and no job.
And knowledge rather than choice gold.
And rather have knowledge than gold and some money.
For wisdom is better than rubies.
Wisdom is better than rubies. But you think rubies is better than wisdom. See how retarded you is? Read.
And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
You can't compare nothing to wisdom. Not nothing. That's what the book's saying.
I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions.
A witty invention. That's to learn to invent stuff. Because Yahweh gave a man the witty inventions to make a car, a microwave, a cell phone, internet, everything that this man do and everything that a man do on earth, it comes from Yah. He the one give you the witty invention. Read that again.
I, wisdom, dwell with prudence.
I there with prudent, wise.
And find out knowledge of witty inventions.
Witty inventions mean the Almighty allowed you to make that car, that house, or whatever. Everything on earth, the Almighty gave you the wisdom knowledge to make it. You ain't did nothing on your own. So you got to glorify yourself. Glorify Yah. Read.
The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil.
The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil. And what is evil? A whole bunch of things. I ain't got time to name what evil is. There's a lot of things you do evil. Pride. He don't like none of that.
And arrogancy.
He don't like no arrogant person. Think they know everything. Think they all that. Because you got $1 billion. I can't talk to you. I'm poor. It's Joe's turkey, but you don't want to have nothing to do with the poor because you way up here. But the Almighty going to bust your head and bring you down here with me.
And the evil way.
In your evil ways. What verse you at?
13.
Okay.
And the forward mouth.
And your alligator lying forward mouth. Talking about the Quran, the New Testament, and all them other lying books.
Do I hate?
Almighty say hate all that. You talking about, yeah, y'all hate. He just told you what he hate. Pride, arrogancy, evil, forward mouth, everything he hate. Read again. Read it 14.
Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength.
I have strength. That's right. Okay. That was Proverbs. Let's go to 14. Proverbs 14. Start the 5th verse.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 5. A faithful witness will not lie.
A faithful witness ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
But a false witness will utter lies.
A person that believe in the New Testament, the Quran, the ID, and all the mud, they lying like a dog. Lying.
A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not.
A scorner seeketh where he don't find the truth.
But knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth.
Knowledge is easy to the one to understand this book.
Go from the presence of a foolish man.
Get away from a fool, because a fool ain't talking about nothing. Get away from a foolish man. The book's saying it.
When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
When you find out this is a clown, when you find out this man lying, when you find out this man don't know what he's talking about, that's right. When you find out he ain't Torah based, get on away from him. Read that again.
Go from the presence of the foolish man.
Get away from a foolish man that's talking about the Quran, the New Testament, the Hadith, or another book, the Apocrypha. Get away from them fools.
When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
When you find out this man dumb as a box of rocks.
The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way.
Understand his way.
But the folly of fools is deceit.
The folly of fool deceit.
Fools make a mock at sin. But
Oh, yeah, that's all I need. That's all I think I need. That was 4. Let's go to 15 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 7. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of the foolish do it not so.
Okay, disperse knowledge. What do disperse mean? The lips of the wise disperse. That means he spread it like I'm doing. I'm spreading the truth out. I'm on the internet popping corn, talking about Yah all the way. Just spread it. Read that again.
The lips of the wise disperse knowledge.
He's dispersing now. That's what I'm doing right now today. I'm dispersing knowledge.
But the heart of the foolish do it not so.
Fool don't do it. He ain't gonna do this. Okay. That was 15. Go to 14. Skip on down to the 14th verse. Same chapter. Read it again. It's Proverbs 15.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness.
That's right. Feed it on foolishness. I ain't thinking about nothing but some foolishness. Okay. That's all I needed. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 27.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 27. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit.
That's right. When you got knowledge, you got an excellent spirit, and you're going to say your word. Ain't nobody going to be able to trick you. You ain't going to be able to be lied to because when you got knowledge, it's hard to fool. When the way no hard, you ain't going to fool the man with knowledge. You can't fool me at all. I don't care what kind of tactic you come up with. I see right through you like you're transparent. You can't fool. Read that again.
He that hath knowledge spareth his word.
Spare his word means save his word.
And a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit.
And the man to understand this book is in an excellent spirit. I got an excellent spirit because I serve Yah, and that's it, and that's all. I ain't thinking about no other book because I done read them other books, and they ain't a fart in the windstorm, and them other books ain't worth 2 dead flies. How I know? Because I done already read them, fool. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 18. 18 and 15. 18 and 15.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 15. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge.
The prudent is the wise. The heart of the wise getteth knowledge.
And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge.
And the ear seeking knowledge. Everybody on this internet, they seeking knowledge because they listen to what thus said, Yah said. I'm not a fart in the windstorm. I ain't a poot in the wind. I'm just a tool that the Most High using to pop his corn through. That's right. And they say somebody got to do it, and it's gonna be me. Somebody got to do it. Why not be me? Because I ain't scared. And I read that again.
The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge.
Y'all get knowledge.
And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge.
And the ears of the, what it say, the ears of who? The ears of the wise seek knowledge. That's right. Y'all seeking knowledge. That was 18. Let's go to 19. Start the first verse.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool.
And that is a fool.
Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good.
A person that ain't got no knowledge, the book say it ain't no good. The soul of the person that ain't got no knowledge ain't no good. And read that again.
Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good.
The person that ain't got no knowledge, that ain't no good right there.
And he that hasteth with his feet sinneth.
That's right. That's all I need. He hasted with a foot sinneth. Okay. Now, let's go to Proverbs 20. Let me see. Okay, 20 and 15.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 15. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel.
That's what counts. That's a precious jewel. Now read it again. It said, there is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. That's right. When you popping corn and telling the truth, that's a precious jewel in the eyes of Yah. Don't care nothing about what nobody say, these men and women on this earth. Yahweh says a precious jewel. He wants you to talk about him. He ain't studying no gold and money and dime. He thinking about precious jewel. This is just talking about this word right here. Okay, Proverbs 21:11.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 11. When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise, and when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge.
He receiveth knowledge. That's corn right there. That's right. Okay, that was 21.
Yeah.
Let's go to Isaiah. Okay, Isaiah 5:13.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity.
This is the reason why Yahweh people gone into captivity.
Because they have no knowledge.
Because they ain't got no knowledge. That's when you came to America, because you didn't have no knowledge.
And their honorable men are famished.
And weak.
And their multitude dry up with thirst.
That's right. Okay, let's go to Isaiah 11. Okay, yeah, start the verse 4. I love this here.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse.
Now, who is this rod out of the stem of Jesse? This is David, Jesse's son David.
And a branch shall grow out of his roots, and the spirit of Yahweh shall rest upon him.
Gonna rest upon King David.
The spirit of wisdom and understanding.
Upon King David.
The spirit of counsel and might.
Oh, upon King David.
The spirit of knowledge and of the fear of Yahweh.
Upon King David.
And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of Yahweh.
Of King David.
And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes.
Talking about King David.
Neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
Talking about King David.
But with righteousness shall he judge the poor.
That's right. And right, he gonna judge the poor.
And reprove with equity for the meek of the earth.
Meek of the earth, King David.
And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth.
King David.
And with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
That's right. King David gonna do it all. Read.
And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins.
Now watch what's gonna happen. Now this is a future event. This ain't happened yet. This talking about in the Holy Land. Read.
The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb.
Now is the wolf dwelling with the lamb today? No, he's not. He's gonna eat him up as soon as he's seen him. So this ain't happened yet. This is a future event, and this book ain't been fulfilled all the way yet. It's still prophecy in this book that hadn't been fulfilled. This is talking about the future and over in the Holy Land. Read.
And the leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Now, when is a leopard with a goat, with a kid? You know he ain't lying with him right now. He'll eat him up.
And the calf and the young lion and the fatling together.
This ain't happened yet. This is a future event.
And a little child shall lead them.
And a little child gonna live. If he live today, he'll get ate up.
And the cow and the bear shall feed.
Now, when have a cow seen a bear, and when have a bear seen a cow and he wouldn't eat him? That means this ain't happened yet. This is a future event. Read.
Their young ones shall lie down together.
That's right.
And the lion shall eat straw like the ox.
The lion today ain't eating no straw. He eating meat. So this ain't happened yet. This is a future event because he eating meat still. When this happened, when King David ruling in the Holy Land and we over there up on it, this was going to happen. Read it again. They're going to say what?
And the cow and the bear shall feed.
They're going to feed together. They're going to eat together.
Their young ones shall lie down together.
They're going to eat together and they're going to sleep together.
And the lion shall eat straw like the ox.
Is a lion eating straw today? No, he's not. That means that ain't happened yet. He gonna eat straw one day like a what? Like a what?
Ox.
He gonna eat straw like the ox.
And the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp.
up on the hole of an apple. What is an apple? And then a snake? They don't know what apple is. Don't show them what an apple is. Read it. This ain't happened yet. This is a future event. Apps. Definition of an apps. It's a snake.
Asp, a small poisonous snake of Egypt.
A small poisonous snake of Egypt. That's what an apps is. So this ain't happened yet. Now read it again.
And the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp.
Play with a snake.
And the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den.
On a cockatrice den. That's another. I think that's a. Let me see. What is a cockatrice? That's a snake. I think that's some kind of snake too.
Says adder, so it should be.
Yeah, it's a snake. If it's an adder. Yeah. Okay. Cockatrice is another snake. Read.
They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
In all the Yahweh's holy mountain. And it's not over here. It's talking about Jerusalem.
For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh.
And what the book say? The earth gonna be full of knowledge of Yah. Read it again.
For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh.
Everybody gonna know about Yah and gonna serve Yah. If you ain't serving Yah, you getting killed, you gonna die. You ain't gonna have no other way. It's either Yah or dead. Now read it again.
They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
And this ain't happened yet.
For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh.
The whole world gonna be full of Yah, the knowledge of Yah, the whole world. Read.
As the waters cover the sea. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people.
And that's gonna be King David. That's all I needed. That was what was that? Isaiah what? 11?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Isaiah 28. The whole earth gonna have knowledge of Yah. Right now, the whole earth don't. So that means that ain't happened yet. That's a future event. This people in this world don't know nothing about Yah. They still talking about Hamashiach, Yahshua, and somebody else. If you knew Yah, you wouldn't mention them other people out your mouth. Isaiah 28:9.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Whom shall, it's actually a question. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Them that are weaned from the milk.
Them are weaned from the milk.
And drawn from the breast.
And drawn from the breast.
For precept must be upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Line upon line.
Here a little and there a little.
It's a little in Jeremiah. It's a little in Ezekiel. It's a little in Exodus. And that's mean I'm all over the book. Because I'm teaching knowledge. It ain't just in no one chapter, in no one book, no one. You got to skip around. Line up on line. Here a little and there a little. That's what I'm doing. I'm lining up on line. Because I'm all over the book. No, that's all I needed. Let's go to Isaiah 4. Let me see. Okay, yeah, Isaiah 40:8.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 8. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our Elohim shall stand forever.
At the end of the day, the grass withered, the grass faded, but it's all about this word right here. It's all about the Old Testament. It's all about Yah and King David. That everything else gonna fade away, but this word here gonna be forever. Read.
O Zion, thou bringest good tidings. Get thee up into the high mountain. O Jerusalem, thou bringest good tidings. Lift up thy voice with strength. Lift it up. Be not afraid. Say unto the cities of Judah, behold your Elohim. Behold, Yahweh Elohim will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. Who have measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and, excuse me, and the hills in a balance? Who have directed the spirit of Yahweh, or being his counselor have taught him? With whom took he counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and showed to him the way of understanding?
The way of understanding. That's what I'm trying to do today. Show the path of Yah, and through the understanding, how you can get it. Okay, let's go to Isaiah 44. Okay, let's start at the 18th verse, 44 and 18.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 18. They have not known nor understood,
These people in this world, they have not known and understood.
for he have shut their eyes,
And the reason why they don't know and understand, because Yahweh have shut their eyes,
that they cannot see,
that they can't see,
and their hearts,
and their hearts,
that they cannot understand.
and in your heart that you can't understand that it's only one book, that is only Yah, it's only King David, it's only the Old Testament, it's only Jerusalem, it's only one people, ain't nothing else. You can't understand that because Yahweh done close your heart and your eyes. Read.
And none consider it in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire.
Now talking about this wood,
Yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof.
the stuff that you worship, you made an idol and a god out of.
I have roasted flesh and eaten it.
Now he telling you all the stuff that you done did with this wood. You cooked you some, you made some, you did this. Read.
And shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stalk of a tree?
Of a tree, this wood.
He feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart have turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, Is there not a lie in my right hand? Remember these, O Jacob and Israel,
It told us to remember now.
for thou art my servant.
We are the servants of Yah.
I have formed thee.
Yahweh formed us from the womb.
Thou art my servant, O Israel.
And that's right. We are his servant.
Thou shalt not be forgotten of me.
We ain't gonna be forgotten of Yah.
I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me,
Yahweh shall forgot all about your sins. All he wants you to do is return to him.
for I have redeemed thee.
I have delivered you, Israel.
Sing, O ye heavens, for Yahweh have done it.
Yahweh have did everything.
Shout, ye lower parts of the earth, break forth into singing, ye mountains, O forest, and every tree therein. For Yahweh have redeemed Jacob, and glorified himself in Israel.
He glorified through his people.
Thus saith Yahweh, thy Redeemer,
Yahweh is our Redeemer.
and he that formed thee from the womb.
He formed us from the womb.
I am Yahweh that maketh all things,
Yahweh said, I make all things.
that stretcheth forth the heavens alone,
And he did the heavens by himself alone.
that spread abroad the earth by myself.
And Yahweh made the heaven and earth by himself. That's right. That's all I needed. Let's go to Isaiah 45. Start at the 20th verse.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 20. Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together,
Everybody come together.
ye that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image.
Anybody that set up a graven image ain't got no knowledge. Anybody that's going to church or wearing a cross or believe in baptism, you ain't got no knowledge. Read that again.
Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image.
Anybody that set up a graven image ain't got no knowledge of Yah. Well across, read.
And pray unto a deity that cannot save.
And going to church and praying to a mosque and going to mosque, that can't save you, can't help you. The book popping to read.
Tell ye and bring them near.
Bring these fools near.
Yea, let them take counsel together, who have declared this from ancient times.
Yahweh.
Who have told it from that time.
Yahweh.
Have not I Yahweh?
Yahweh did it all. So what you gonna worship in it? What you going to church for? And what you going to a mosque for? And what you believe in all this other junk? And Yahweh say, I'm the one. Read.
And there is no Elohim else beside me.
Ain't no Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. Ain't no other books.
A just Elohim and a Savior.
I'm just and I'm a Savior. Ain't no other books.
There is none beside me.
Ain't no other books. Ain't nobody with him.
Look unto me.
Yahweh say, look unto me.
And be ye saved.
And be ye saved. You want to be saved, you got to look unto Yah. Nobody else.
All the ends of the earth.
He talking about everybody on earth. So if you on earth, he talking to you. Read.
For I am Elohim.
He the one.
And there is none else.
Ain't nobody else. Ain't no Quran, no Hadith, no New Testament, no Apocrypha, no nothing. I can't name it. No nothing. Whatever in your mind, retarded fool, ain't nothing else but Yah. Read it again.
Look unto me and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth.
He didn't tell you to look into Paul, look into JC, look into Buddha. He didn't tell you to look at nobody. He said, look into me by himself and be ye saved.
For I am Elohim.
He the only one.
And there is none else.
Ain't nobody else. So stop talking about another book.
I have sworn by myself.
He sworn by himself.
The word is going out of my mouth in righteousness.
In righteousness.
And shall not return.
Ain't gonna come back.
That unto me every knee shall bow.
Everybody in this world gonna bow down to my God, which is Yahweh.
Every tongue shall swear.
And you gonna swear ain't no such thing as no New Testament.
Surely shall one say, and
that's all I need. What was that? Jeremiah 40. Oh no, you keep reading.
Surely shall one say, and Yahweh have I righteousness and strength, even to him shall men come, and all that are incensed against him shall be ashamed.
That's right.
And Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory.
You're gonna be justified. That's right. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 3. Okay, Jeremiah 3 and 11.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 11. And Yahweh said unto me, the backslide.
Oh yeah, I got the wrong book. Okay, you probably was right. I was wrong. Okay, yeah, I had it wrong. Jeremiah 3 and 11. Yes, sir.
And Yahweh said unto me, the backsliding Israel have justified herself more than treacherous Judah. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return, thou backsliding Israel.
Almighty say, return to him. He don't care what you've been doing and what you're doing wicked and wrong. Just turn back to him, old backsliding children of Israel.
Saith Yahweh, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you.
And I'm not going to be mad forever at my people for going to church and wearing crosses and believing in another God. He wants you to drop that junk and come get with him.
For I am merciful, saith Yahweh.
Because if Yahweh wasn't merciful, all y'all would be dead. Wouldn't be nobody on earth but a few. That's right. He merciful. That's the only reason why you still living, because he merciful. He forgiving you for doing right and wicked stuff. Read.
And I will not keep anger forever.
And Yahweh said, I'm not going to be mad at my people forever.
Only acknowledge thy iniquity.
Only acknowledge your sin. You know you've been rotten, dirty, and wicked. You've been going to church. You've been eating this bad food, celebrating these holidays, believing in it, believing in everything but Yah.
That thou hast transgressed against Yahweh thy Elohim.
That you have transgressed against Yah, meaning they followed him and had knowledge to do right.
And hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree.
Under every green tree.
and ye have not obeyed my voice.
And you ain't obeyed his voice, because if you had obeyed Yahweh's voice, you wouldn't be talking about no other book.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
Turn, O backsliding children.
Turn Israel back to Yah. Stop going to church. Stop wearing crosses. Stop believing in the Quran. Stop going to a Muslim mosque. Stop believing in all this junk that you do, and turn back to Yah. Read.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
For I am married unto you,
Yahweh is the husband and we the wife. He married to us.
and I will take you one of a city,
I'll take you one out of Chicago
and two of a family,
and two out of a family. That's three.
and I will bring you to Zion,
And I'm going to take you back home with me. Going back over to the Holy Land.
and I will give you pastors according to my heart,
I'm going to give you people that's going to pop corn like Moses, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, and all the rest of the prophets.
which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Which going to tell you the truth and going to feed you with wisdom and knowledge. What I'm trying to do today. I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I ain't going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to break it off in you by telling you the truth. Because I love you. What was that? Jeremiah. Okay, go to Jeremiah 4. 15. Did you read the? Yeah, you did. Okay, Jeremiah 4 and 22.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish.
Hold it. Yahweh say, for my people. That's personal. He ain't talking about nobody else. He ain't talking about the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Chinese, the Japanese, the white folk. He talking about his people. Israel is foolish.
They have not known me.
Why would he say they don't know him? Because they talking about another book. If you knew Yahweh, you wouldn't be talking about no another book of doing the church and wearing a cross and believing Sunday is the Sabbath, eating pork chop, celebrating every pagan holiday on earth. You don't know him, because if you knew him, you wouldn't do it. Read.
They are sottish children.
That Scottish means stupid. The word Scottish means stupid. We are stupid children.
And they have none understanding.
They ain't got no understanding about this Old Testament, about this book. Because if you had an understanding, you wouldn't be talking about no other book.
They are wise to do evil.
You wise to go to church. You wise to do everything that's evil in the eyes of Yah.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
But you ain't going to keep the commandments, the laws and statutes and precepts and judgment. You ain't going to do good. That's what's good in the eyes of Yah. He ain't told you to do none of this stuff that you're doing right now in America. He ain't told you to do none of it. Because if he told you to do it, show it to me in the book and I'll send you $1,000. Everything that y'all doing today, if Yahweh say do it, show it to me and I'm going to send you some money. Make a lie to me. Prove to me that I'm lying. Now let's go to Jeremiah 10. Let's see, Jeremiah 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Start at 14, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge.
Every man is stupid and cruel in his knowledge. Every man is. Read.
Every founder is confounded by the graven image.
By a graven image, something that don't mean nothing to y'all.
For his molten image is falsehood.
That's false. All this stuff that you got up on your wall, you wearing around your neck, that's false. Read.
And there is no breath in them.
That stuff ain't breathing. That stuff ain't real.
They are vanity.
That vanity mean has no value. Ain't worth two dead flies.
And the work of errors.
And somebody made an error, a lie. You weren't a lie.
And the time of their visitation they shall perish.
And the time of Yahweh visitation, you gonna perish for believing in that junk.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
We ain't like other folks. We ain't like these other people. We don't wear crosses. We don't go to church. We don't celebrate pagan holiday. We don't eat pork chops and ham hock. We don't believe Sunday the Sabbath day. We don't believe none of that. Read it again.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
We ain't like other folks. We ain't like other people. We ain't monkey see, monkey do. Not the righteous. That's right. We ain't got no bald head. We wear beards. We ain't got no tattoos all over our body. We ain't what we keep Yahweh laws. Read.
For he is the former of all things,
Yahweh is the beginning of everything.
and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
And Yahweh is the rod of his inheritance.
Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yahweh of hosts is his name. He ain't got but one name. When you say he got many names, you're a lie.
Gather,
That's all I needed. Let's go. Let me try 11. Let's see. Well, go to Jeremiah 11 and 17.
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 17.
Mhm.
For Yahweh of hosts that planted thee hath pronounced evil against thee, for the evil of the house of Israel and of the house of Judah, with which they have done against themselves to provoke me to anger, and offering incense unto the Baal.
When you go serve another God, the Almighty gonna plague you and curse you.
And Yahweh have given me knowledge of it, and I know it. Then thou showedest me their doings.
That's right. He give you knowledge to know right from wrong.
But
Okay, let's go to Daniel. I think let's go to the book of Daniel. Let's see. Daniel 1. Let's see. Okay, go to Daniel 1. Start the first verse. I think that's all.
Daniel chapter 1, verse 1. And the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to Jerusalem and besieged it. And Yahweh gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, with part of the vessels of the house of Elohim, which he carried into the land of Shinar to the house of his deity. And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his deity. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored.
Well favored from Yah. What verse you at?
4.
Okay.
And skillful in all wisdom,
They were skillful in all wisdom.
and cunning in knowledge,
That's right. Smart.
and understanding science,
Smart.
and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace.
And then none of them go to no school. These people ain't with no college, with no school. They got it from Yah.
And whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans.
That's right. They're going to teach because they know knowledge.
And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now among these were of the children of Judah Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names, for he gave unto Daniel the name of false deity, and to Hananiah false deity, and to Mishael false deity, and to Azariah false deity.
They changed our name, just like they changed our name when we came to America. Jones, Timmy, Smith, Johnson. That ain't our name. That's right. They did the same thing they did here, they did to us. Okay, I think that's all I want. Now go to Hosea 4 and 6. Gonna get personal again.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Yahweh say, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because when people like me try to popcorn and tell you about Yah, you reject knowledge. You don't want to hear it. You want to go do everything but listen to Yah.
I will also reject thee.
Yahweh said, when you turn me down, I'm going to reject you.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
You ain't going to be holy to Yahweh. You ain't going to be no priest to him.
Saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim.
Because you have forgotten the law of Yah.
I will also forget thy children.
I'm going to forget your children. Why? Because you don't want to hear nothing about Yah. Yahweh said, I ain't studying you. When somebody popping corn and telling the truth and you don't want to hear it, the Almighty ain't thinking about you or your kids. That's what the book said. I didn't tell it to you. I showed it to you. Now, do anybody have any comment or questions? Because I'm ready. Anybody have any comments or questions out there? Okay, we got Shalom, Shalom, Manzine, Gabriel, Ben Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. Let me see who else on here new. Uzziah, Israel, Shalom, Shalom, Phyllis Williams. Okay. Now, do anybody have any comment or question about this book? Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Lena's author. Yeah. Without knowledge, you can't serve Yah. Without knowledge, you can't serve Yah. How you gonna serve him without knowledge? You can't do it. Teach me some. Now, do anybody out there have any comment or question about the subject, about the lesson? Okay. Lena's author said, let's go to Psalms 11 and 10. Lena's author said, let's go to Psalms 111 and 10.
Psalms chapter 111
and 10 verse.
Verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
Yes, sir. That's right. Absolutely right. Read.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
There you go. You popping corn now. Everybody that keep the commandments going to understand what's going on. You're going to have knowledge. That's where you get your knowledge from, the commandments and laws and statutes, precept and judgment. The Yah, not college, not school, none of that junk. That's all of it.
His praise endure forever.
Praise Yahweh all the way to the graveyard. Don't let nobody trick you and tell you it's about this over here and about this. Stick right with this. You can't go wrong with this here. Listen to them, but don't pay them no attention. Let it go in this ear and out of this ear. If they can't show it to you like Lena's author just did, hey, I ain't studying you. Now, read it again because I love that.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
A good understanding, everybody on the planet that's keeping his commandments. And if you don't keep them, you is not going to understand. You're going to be dumb as a box of rocks. Read.
His praise endure forever.
And praise him all the way to the graveyard. They call knowledge, science, and teaching. Well, no, everything come from Yah. The Almighty made everything and created everything. Everything come from Yah. You get your wisdom, knowledge, understanding from Yah. You may think you get it from somewhere. That's a fool thinking though. That's what make you a fool. When you try to give credit to somebody else or anything else on this earth other than Yah, then you're a fool. The book says if you don't keep his commandments, you ain't gonna understand the book. So you ain't gonna understand nothing if you don't keep his laws. That's when I know ain't no such thing as no other book, because I keep his laws. Can't nobody else prove that you're supposed to keep another book. Okay, what do APTTM mean? H mean? Okay, Joel Gladys, it say you have covered a lot teach, and I don't know what that APTMA, I don't know what that means. Explain to me, Joel Gladys, what that means. You got to abbreviate it. I don't know. And Lena's ought to say go to Proverbs 19 and 27.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 27. Cease.
Okay. All praise to the most. Okay, that's what it means. All right. Okay, Mark Anthony, thanks, bro. Yeah. Read.
Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth to err from the words of knowledge.
Read it again. Start over.
Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causes to err from the words of knowledge.
Okay, that's saying don't listen to nobody that ain't talking, got no knowledge. That's a fool talking. Yeah, that's corn. In other words, get on away from them. They talking against this here, then they retarded anyway. Yeah, that's a good one. Proverbs, Lena's also say Proverbs 15 and 12. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 12. A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, neither will he go unto the wise.
That's right. He don't want to change. He don't want to change. You show him the truth and tell him the truth, he gonna get mad at you and ain't gonna change. And it's a lot of people in this world like that. They can know you telling the truth, but they refuse to change. They refuse to change. That's right. Proverbs 14 and 33. And Lena's ought to say.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 33. Wisdom resteth in the heart of him that hath understanding, but that which is in the midst of fools is made known.
It's made known, because you're going to know the difference between a fool and a wise man. That's right. You're going to know the difference. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lena taught to say go to Proverbs 15 and 9.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The way of the wicked is an abomination unto Yahweh.
The way of the wicked. That's right. Absolutely.
But he loveth him that followeth after righteousness.
Yahweh love everybody that's keeping his commandments. That's what righteousness is. Righteousness is keeping his commandments and laws and statutes. That's what righteousness is. Oh, okay, good. Say Mark Anthony typing fast. I can't type at all. How about that? I can't type nothing. I'd be That's how I'd be doing if I knew how to do it. Okay, Lena's ought to say go to Proverbs 12 and 23.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 23. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness.
Proclaimeth foolishness. Yeah, all good scriptures, Lena, are all good scriptures. Yeah, that's when I be telling people you don't need number one book. This is the only book you're going to, everything is in this book here. That's right. Everything is in the Torah and the Tanakh. And if you say it ain't, then that means you can't find it. It's in there. And if it ain't in there, it's irrelevant. Because he gave us the main thing, the laws, the commandments, statutes, precepts, and judgment to keep. And if you're doing that, you don't need no other book. No apocrypha. No, none of that. Okay, Mark Anthony say go to Malachi 2 and 4 through 7. Malachi chapter 2, verse 4 through 7.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 4. And ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi, saith Yahweh of hosts. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me, and was afraid before my name. The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did not turn many away from iniquity, and did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law, at his mouth. For he is the messenger of Yahweh of hosts.
The Levites, talking about the Levites, they 100. Them are teachers. The Levites are the teachers. That's right. Listen to them Levites, you can't go wrong. And Moses was a Levite. Aaron was a Levite. Miriam was a Levite. Them the Levites there. That's corn right there, Mark Anthony. That's right. The Levites is the holy tribe. The Almighty set them aside. They special. They didn't get the same thing that the other 11 tribes got. They was inherited that from Yah. Okay, Lena's ought to say go to Proverbs 1 and 22. I think I read that. Proverbs 1 and 22 through 27.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22.
I read it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I read that, brother, but we'll read it again. Ain't no big deal. I read it. I'll read it again.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity.
That's right. When the tree fall in your house, Yahweh gonna laugh at you. When that lightning strike your butt, he gonna laugh at you.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
He gonna laugh at your fear. Because you're gonna be scared to death when a hurricane, mudslide, earthquake, or tornado come. And I don't care how tough you is. When they come, you scared.
When your fear cometh as desolation,
That's right.
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you.
That's right. Almighty gonna kill you with the weather. When that weather come at you, everybody get paid. The whole world scared of that weather. Ain't a man alive ain't scared of that weather. If you say you ain't, you a lie. If you ain't scared of no hurricane, no mudslide, or tornado, flood, you a lie. You scared of it. And the only one can do that is Yah. Can't nobody else control the weather but Yah. Your God can't do it, but mine can. Because you might believe in something else. You might, Hamashiach can't do it. The Muslim God can't do it. The nobody's God can do it. Nobody but ours. Let me show you something about them other gods. Why are we talking about it? Let me see if I can find something right quick. Let's see. Okay, yeah, go to Psalm 96. Watch this, y'all. Psalm 96, start the first verse. Let me show you that y'all God ain't worth two dead flies.
Psalm chapter 96, verse 1. Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song.
Sing to Yahweh a new song.
Sing unto Yahweh all the earth.
Everybody supposed to be singing to Yah. That's it and that's all. Read.
Sing unto Yahweh.
Instead of telling you to sing to Yahweh, nobody else.
Bless his name.
But hold it, in church, who they singing to in church? I'm asking you, who they singing?
JC.
Okay, in church they singing to JC. The book say sing to Yahweh. Read.
Show forth his salvation from day to day.
Show forth Yahweh's salvation from day to day.
Declare his glory among the heathen.
Talk about Yahweh among the Gentiles.
His wonders among all people.
Talk about Yahweh to all people. Let them know we got the only true and living God on earth. Our Yahweh is the one. He over your God and everybody else's God. Read.
For Yahweh is great.
Yahweh is the only one great.
And greatly to be praised.
And he the only one you're supposed to be praising is Yah.
He is to be feared above all deities.
He is to be feared above all gods. So that lets you know it's more than one God in the world. He's to be feared above all gods. Read.
For all the deities of the nations are idols.
For all the gods of the other people is idols. What is an idol? Look up idol. Look up idol. Let's find out what an idol is. How you spell it?
IDO.
Oh, IDO. Okay, I got the wrong one. IDO. Okay.
Idol. Image of a deity used as an object of worship, especially in the Bible. A false deity.
Idol is a false deity. That's what the book say.
Any person or thing that is greatly loved.
Anything that somebody love is false. It's an idol, ain't nothing. In other words, now read it again.
For all the deities of the nations are idols.
Everybody that's got another God is an idol.
But Yahweh made the heavens.
Yahweh the only one made the heaven, not nobody else, not no idol. Okay, now let's did we go to? Let's lean us up to say, did we go to? Let me see, start. Proverbs 9 and 10? Let's see. Did we read that already? Need that? Okay. Proverbs 9 and 10. Let us also.
Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
It's the beginning of wisdom. Absolutely.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us say go to 12 and 23.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 23. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness.
And keep doing foolishness. That's right. Okay, let's go to Malachi 2. And did we read that, folks? I think. Okay, Mark Anderson, Malachi 2 and 4 through 7. I think we just read that, didn't
we? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we read that. Okay. Proverbs. Okay, yeah, we didn't read all that. Okay, Lena's ought to say go to Psalms 119 and 29. 119 and 29.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 29. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously.
That's right. Remove from me the New Testament and the Quran and Hadith and them other books, because they lying. Read it again. That's corn.
Remove from me the way of lying.
The way of lying is them other books.
And grant me thy law graciously.
And his law is only in the Old Testament. That's right. His law only in this book. That's corn right there, Lena Zaka. That's right. Get away from me with them lying books. That's right. If them books ain't lying, prove to me that they're telling the truth. And all you need is this book right here. Everybody want to talk about another book. What about this book? What about that book? What about this book? Hey, throw them all in the garbage. That's what I tell you. Especially when they talk about worshiping the God. Okay, Jewel Gladys said, I stopped arguing, debating, and started seeking more of the truth and let my light shine, and they should get it yet because they argue with where you at. And at the end of the day, still don't get it. Right. Because the Almighty got their eyes closed and their eyes shut. I just read that in Isaiah, when the Most High got their eyes closed and their eyes shut in their heart. He ain't studying. See, the Almighty don't love everybody. See, that's what people feel. Oh, God love everybody. You're a lie. Oh, you a lie. He love the ones that love him. And them that seek him early, he love the ones that love him. Almighty don't love everybody. And he handpick his people. Everybody can't go. Oh, same here, Hebrews say the same thing. Hey, I've been there and done that. I've been in this since 91. I understand very, very well what y'all going through with your relatives and friends and everybody. Hey, boy, listen, they don't want no parts of this here. They don't want no parts of this here. They want to talk about everything under the sun. But when they come to this, pew, they gone. I got to go. I got to go. I know you got to go. This is the reason why you got to go. Let's go to Jeremiah 4. Let me show you the reason why they got to go. This is the reason why they got to go, y'all. They don't want no parts of it. Let me see what that said. Okay. This is the reason why they run, y'all. Jeremiah 5 and 14.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim of hosts.
Now this Yahweh talking now. Read, watch this.
Because ye speak this word.
Because I'm talking about Yahweh, because I speak Yahweh words. Watch this, y'all.
Behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire.
Them words gonna burn them up. Gonna be like fire coming out your mouth. Words.
And this people wood.
And the people gonna be just like wood.
and it shall devour them.
And they got to go. It's going to divide them. That's the reason they run, because these words is fire. And the people would, and it's going to burn them up. And they got to go. They got to go. That's right. Okay, let's see. Mark got to say, what was your first experience that brought you into the truth? Okay, Mark Anthony. Now, let me tell you, like I said, a crackhead man got me started. I was studying Islam and in the Quran. And I was an FOI. Anybody know what FOI means? That is the fruit of Islam. Okay, so I had just bought me a Cadillac. And I was coming from Cape. I was coming from Missouri. So the Most High, but I had been knowing the guy, right? And the Most High so I see some steam in the back of the Cadillac. So what had happened? The hose had blew on the radiator. And so he happened to be passing back. I'm talking about this how y'all work now. He passed back and he seen me in the car. He turned around. I pulled over to the side and I popped the hood. The man was a mechanic. The crackhead guy was a mechanic. I ain't gonna give y'all no name, but he was a mechanic. And he paint cars and he fix on cars. He cold-blooded with the work now. He fix on cars because that's used to paint my cars and used to do my body work and fix my engine and stuff. So we pulled over on the side of the road. The man fixed my car. He said, listen, man, you don't owe me no money. Just come to class. In 91, I'll never forget it. He said, okay, cool. I'll be there. My word is my bond. Because when I tell somebody I'm standing on, my word is my bond. That's all you got is your word. So that was like on I don't know if it was a Sunday or Wednesday when I went to class. So but anyway, I went to class. I was at this house. Now remember, I ain't never heard this before in my life. So I'm sitting in the house, all these people sitting around this man, jetback tall man, I ain't gonna say his name either. So he popping corn. He got a lady reading out the newspaper. He got a man with a history book, and everybody else got their Bibles open and stuff like that, going through the Bible. So he put the newspaper with the history book and the Bible together. And I thought that was so cold-blooded and amazing. So it was shocking. You know, I'm young, man. I ain't never heard it before. So, man, I get a feeling that I had never felt before. I say, man, this got to be it. And I say, man, this is deep. So now, like I said, I'm taking notes and writing stuff down. So to make a long story short, I went there for like 2 years. Then the wife ended up dying, and he ended up, stopped having class. So I met another guy that was Torah based. He was kind of Messianic, but I was never going for that. No way, that New Testament junk. So that's how I really got started. A crackhead brother, he the one told me to come to class, and it's been on ever since, man. I've had both feet on the gas, pumping. Hey, and I've been a forerunner for y'all ever since then. Never backslid, never, but it took time to learn about the Sabbath. I didn't start keeping the Sabbath till 1995 because, like I said, I was getting into it, and I was getting seasoned. And then I come to find out I've been keeping the Sabbath since 19. I found out the truth. I started keeping the laws in 1995 and learning the other laws as I went, And then, like I said, I had some wonderful teachers. Then I had met brother Elisha, met him. Brother Elisha, he dead right now. He was another one of my great teachers, and brother Caleb, Israel. They was two cold piece of works. I had never seen people like these people that know this book. My teachers can read chapters without even looking at the book. They could be looking, and I'm talking about they can read chapters after chapter after chapter. And boy, listen, I'm looking at, I say, man, this man amazing. It was amazing to me because the thing they were doing, they had so much wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. They can quote the book and shut it up and teach the book without even looking at the book. And when I met him, he was keeping the Sabbath. When I met him, he was like he had been keeping the Sabbath for 50 years. Keeping the Sabbath for 50 years. The man, and I ain't gonna get off into his lifestyle and the history, but he told me a whole lot about the history and how he got started, because he was originally from Chicago. So he moved down to the South and went to the farm and got this farm started back in the 50s, in the early 50s and stuff like that. The 50s said. So he branched off from the farm because they wouldn't keep the laws and the statutes and stuff. See, and then he knew Ben and me from Chicago. He knew Ben and me. So Ben and me moved from Chicago to Israel back in the 50s or 60s, and he migrated from there. And so years later, my teacher, which is Caleb Israel, moved to Israel over there where they are still to this day, and and they tried to teach them about the law, but they didn't want no part. Ben-Ami was a Messianic. All these teachers that was around him was a Messianic. Only Brother Elisha, he was not no Messianic, and Brother Cater wasn't no Messianic, but all the rest of the teachers was Messianic at that time. They never believed in the New Testament and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the history on how I got started in '91. Yeah, even though I was still a cold piece of work back then, you know, but that's another story. But yeah, that's how that went down. Okay, Lena started to say go to Isaiah 30:1 and 9 to 13.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9, that this is
a Yeah, how I got started, people, brother. But you know, like I say, man, the Most High, he if it was meant for you, you gonna get it, bro. You know, cause you got to crawl before you walk. You know, and I was slow and didn't know this and that, but man, I was eager to learn. You know, cause when I first heard about the truth, I was really excited. I came out of that house, man. It felt I had a new spirit, man. I felt good, and I say this is the way. I went and burned up all the Islam literature that I had, which I shouldn't have did, but I was arrogant about the book, you know, and I had some good stuff and stuff that I had. Just went and burned up all the Qurans and all this stuff, so I had to get some of it back because I was trying to show the Most High, boy, I love you, and that's it, and that's all. You know, I burned up all that junk, you know, so yeah. Okay, yeah, Messianic means yeah. Matter of fact, what that blue Bible that talks about Messianic? Have you seen the blue book, the blue Bible that I got? It's got Messianic in it, Yeah, but info. Okay, well anyway, yeah, that's what Messianic means. Yeah, you believe in the New Testament. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Torah based is a person that don't believe in nothing but the Torah and Tanakh, with the Old Testament. And see, we are Torah, but see, there was no such thing was a Messianic. Moses would never. Ain't no Messianics in the Bible. Period. So where they come up with their terminology is mind boggling to me. Well, if they do it now, he got to be King David, because the Messiah is only in the Old Testament talking about King David. He ain't talking about nobody else. Okay. Oh, the difference between a Messianic is a person that believe in the Old Testament and the New Testament. That's what a Messianic is. A Torah-based Hebrew only believe in the Old Testament. That's it and that's all. And that's what I am. I'm a Torah-based, meaning I don't believe in the New Testament. Now, don't get me wrong. It's some truth in the New Testament, but it's not the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That's the difference. See, it's a lot of lies in the New Testament, and there's a lot of truth in there. So they make the whole book a lie. Because can't be no contradictions in no book for it to be the truth. See, every book on earth validates the Old Testament. The Quran validates my book. The New Testament validates my book. The Hadith validates my book. My book ain't studying them. Ain't none of my book don't have nothing to do with their book. Them books got something to do with the Old Testament. That's right. Because you can't find none of them people in the Old Testament. You can find Moses in the New Testament, but you can't find JC in the Old Testament. You can find David in the New Testament and in the Quran and all them other books, but you can't find them names that's in them other books in our book. Period. Okay, let me see all these stories. Yeah, okay. Okay, say, okay, you know what I remember now? I'm thinking of Judah. Okay, yeah, Judaism is not our book. Yeah, we ain't got nothing to do with no Jewish and none of that. No, we ain't Jewish. We the Hebrew. Let me prove to y'all. Hold on. Let's go to Jeremiah right quick. Let me prove to you that a Jew and a Hebrew and Israelite is the same people. Let me go there right quick. Let me show the people something right quick. Let's see. Oh, it's in Jeremiah. Hold on. Let me get it, y'all. Let me think on it. Let's see. Let's see.
This is Jeremiah chapter 34, verse 9.
It's 34:9.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 34, verse 9. Let me prove to y'all that the Jew and the Hebrew is the same people. Hold up. Read that. Read Jeremiah 34:9.
Jeremiah chapter 34, verse 9. That every man shall let his manservant, and every man his maidservant, being a Hebrew or a Hebrewess, go free, that none should serve himself of them, to wit, of a Jew his brother.
See, a Jew and a Hebrew is the same thing, they brothers. So a Jew and a Hebrew, when you know, but see, really in the King James Version, it's not a such thing as a Jew, it's Yahudah. Because ain't no J's in the Hebrew alphabet. So you're going to drop that J and add a Y. See, we were speaking Hebrew. It's not no J's. Ain't no such thing as John and all them other. You know, ain't no J. Like I say, it's not Jerusalem. It's Jerusalem. That's how you pronounce it, Jerusalem, because it starts with a Y and not no J. And there's no J's in it. Ain't no such thing as Johnson, James. No, you have to, Judah. It's Yahudah instead of Judah. So yeah. But by it being the English translation, I just had to show you that a Hebrew and a Jew is the same person. Yeah. They from the they that's right. Ain't nothing different. Yeah. But we are the people that we are the original Hebrews and the real Jews and the real Israelites. Yeah, we are the real people. That's without a shadow of a doubt, and that's a fact. According to this book, the black man in America is the real Hebrew people. That's right. And because no other nation in the world fit the description of our slavery. Nobody in the world fit the description of our Savior. If you read Deuteronomy 28 chapter 1 through 68, it's going to explain to you what them people went through and what they did, and that's talking about us only. Letters. That's right. Bro. That's right. These Jews, these are Edomites. These ain't the real people. They perpetrating a fraud. They claiming something that they ain't. They trying to be something that they're not. Yeah. That man's name was never changed. He's still Goldstein, Steelberg, and got them. They still got their Jewish name. Our name was changed. That man's name never was changed. Yeah. The book said they're going to change your name, your culture, the God, and everything. They're going to change everything. Yeah. We are the chosen people. And they don't even speak Hebrew. They speak Yiddish. Yiddish and Hebrew is two different languages. They don't speak the real language. Okay, Jewel Gladys say these camps say JC is in the Old Testament and ain't seen it yet. And I guess they can't see it is King David. Yeah, they gave. I tell you what, if JC is in the Old Testament and anybody in the world show it to me today, I'll send them $1,000. Show it to me. If you can prove to me today that JC is in the Old Testament anywhere or somewhere, I'm gonna send you $1,000. Nah, that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be nice like that. Since that's what they saying, show it to me. Don't tell me nothing. Show it to me. Okay, Gabriel Israel says Deuteronomy 24:16, a commandment and instruction of the Levites to. Okay, go to it. He might be talking about when
father shall not be put.
Yeah, that's a law. Yeah, you talking about the father should not be. Yeah, that's a law. See, the first 5 books is the law: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Them first 5 books, all laws. They say it's 613 laws in the book, but I haven't numbered them. But that's what they say. It's 613 laws in the Tanakh. I mean, in the Torah. So yeah, that is a law. Yeah, anything that come out of one of them books is a law. Where do the native South Americans and Puerto Ricos declare from which they got to be Shem? I mean, not Shem. They got Japheth. They Japheth. Got to be Japheth. Yeah. We are Shem. The Africans over there today is Ham. And the Gentiles in Europe is Japheth. Yeah. Yeah, I told on that what was that, about a week or two ago? I told him. Yeah, a couple of weeks. I told him, yeah, you can go watch my video, bro. I had already told on that. Yeah. But I'm gonna give everybody some advice. Man, you got to read from Genesis to Malachi about 10 or 15 times for it to sink in, and then you go to Matthew's the Revelation. Then you read the New Testament. And then you will see what I'm talking about. Because you cannot read the Old Testament and then turn around and read the New and tell me they go together. Then your screws are loose up there. Something wrong with you. You got a mental problem. If you told me that the old and the new, the only way you say that's because you ain't read it. You can't, because you can't read it and say that they go together. No, sir. No, you a lie. You a lie. And I've been researched that years ago. Yeah. Well, why did he put it in there? The Almighty said he do it all. So it's going to be up to you to know the difference between a lie and the truth. I know the difference. Oh, for real? He wrote Lishuanas though. Let me see what Mark he say. Mark Anthony said, took me about a month to realize that they didn't go together. Well, praise the mighty Yah, bro. And if it took yesterday, it's still, you found out the truth. It ain't about how long it takes. It's about, boy, you found out the truth. So, but I've been knowing over about close to 20, like I say, since 1992 or 93, when I found out that the New Testament ain't no good, that ain't our book. Yeah. So I've been knowing a long time, brother, and they've been mad at me ever since. I got both feet on the gas and still praising the mighty Yah. I ain't wishy-washy or flim-flam. And, my mama always told me, this was her saying, she said, whatever you be, son, be the best. If you're going to be a pimp, be the best pimp. If you're going to be a car thief, be the best car thief. Whatever you choose in this life, whether it's good or bad, be the best. That's how I was raised up. Be number one. Don't be half-stepping, faking, and perpetrating no fraud. Be the best whatever it is. And I'm not saying do that stuff, y'all. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying there's a lot of things in this world that people represent that they is. But where I come from, I believe in being number one. Yes, sir. I ain't going to play with it. And all my life, everything that I have represented and did, I was the best at it. And that's not bragging. That's just testifying and telling the truth. The Most High give it to me. And so I'm going to pass it on. Yeah, but that's funny, Hebrew say you just found out a month ago that Yeah, but hey, man, praise the mighty Yah, bro. Yes, sir. I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, bro. Don't get it twisted. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Yeah. But a lot of people ain't gonna get it, Hebrew. So don't feel bad. A lot of our black people is not gonna get this book. They ain't gonna understand. Okay, Lena's out to say Paul false Jeremiah 31:31 to pronounce the New Testament. Yeah, which ain't got nothing to do with that. That 31 and 31 is for us. That's right. You talking about the new covenant. The new covenant was written in stone, and it's gonna be taken off the stone and written in our heart. So yeah, that's talking about us. Ain't got nothing to do with no New Testament at all. And it's not talking about nobody but Judah and Israel. Oh, okay. I'm saying a month of first reading the Bible through. Oh, okay. That was too many contradictions. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir. It's so many. I had wrote them down. I think it's like 100 and I had forgot, man. It's about 180, 90 contradictions in the New Testament. Yeah. I used to have a paper around here where I wrote down all the contradictions. Then I found the Tanakh, and it put everything in perspective. That's praise the mighty Yah, Mark Anthony. Yep. Joe Gladys said, woke up in 2017. Almost got rocked by a sleep, rocked to sleep by them camps. Okay. Yeah, they will rock you to sleep now. Mm-hmm. Yep. 2017. Well, that's better than better than not never finding out. Yep. Praise the mighty Yah. I grew up in, let me see, Jonathan Evans said, Shabbat Shalom, family. I grew up in this walk, still listening to Elisha. Great teacher. Yes, sir. Brother Elisha, hey, cold-blooded, man. Yes, sir. That's my man's that boy. Hey, I ain't got no love for him, boy. That man was a cold